One of the many common issues that I come across is just how much women can be in pain from their experiences of broken relationships and being broken-hearted, and how often, even many years after that has occurred, they are still hurting. And their language will be, you know, no man can be trusted, you know, love is hurtful, love is painful, and you know, they don't believe that anything good can ever happen to them. And I totally understand that. I used to say that all men were the same, but what God taught me was that I was saying that because I was caught in a pattern of being with men who were a certain way. So in my experience, I was with men that were similar to each other. So in my world, it seemed like all men were the same. But there were many men, good men out there, faithful men, men that love God, that are not like that. But because I was caught in my pattern, in my cycle, I didn't understand that other world. So one of the things I do say to women is, if you feel like that, understand that that's because that's been in your experiences. But God wants to take you on a new path. He says that he wants to take us on a path that's never been trodden on before, a new way, an unfamiliar path to us. He wants to take us out of our comfort zone, or what we know, what's become habitual, what's become part of our experience, and break that cycle and take us on a path that we've never travelled before. And it reminds me of a time when I caught my ex-boyfriend with somebody else, and I completely felt devastated. I had a backlog of unfaithful men behind me, and I really thought this one was different. So finding that out just completely shattered me. I just thought, I will never trust men again. Things will never change for me. I was so broken, and I felt this deep despair creep inside. And I actually wrote about it in my book, and I actually felt hope leave. I actually felt this despair set in, this darkness set in, and I just never felt alive after that. And when I came to Christ, he took me back to that memory and helped me see what happened to me. And through God, my hope started to come back. He started to restore me, and he actually gave me the word, he heals the brokenhearted, binding up their wounds. And that's exactly what he done. He started to heal my broken heart. And that's what God can do for other women as well. If you're brokenhearted, don't go looking for love again. Stop and just sit in God's presence and pour out your brokenness to him. Tell him how deeply disappointed you are. Tell him how despairing and pain that experience was. Don't rebound. Don't stay stuck. Open that side of you to him, because he will heal it and he will give your hope back. And on top of that, he'll also set you on a new path, a path not trodden before, and he will put an end to broken relationships that will become part of your past. And another thing that he'll do is restore your self-image, because I know those experiences can make you feel that you're rubbish, that you're not a woman, that you're not attractive, that no man would ever treat you right. Your own attractiveness and desirability come into question. And God gave me some promises about that. And he said to me, you know, he gave me some promises, and these are, he has engraved your name on the palm of his hand, and he declares his eternal faithfulness to you. So even though other people have been unfaithful, God says, my love is unfailing. And he says that you are precious and that he loves you. And that may be something you can't quite take in. It feels like it's just sitting there in your head. But if you spend time with him and open up your heart, he will make it go deep into your heart, and you will know that you are precious and that you are loved, and that you do have someone that will show you what it is to have someone stand faithfully beside you. I know, because he done it for me, and my hope has been restored. I'm not that broken woman standing there seeing another person being unfaithful to me. I've got many good solid relationships around me now, and God has given me back my hope.